So he gave me a fake ring, and I didn't know at the time that it was fake. And I'm like,
oh
wow,
shit.
he got money.
Well, we can't just glaze past that.
I mean,
He gave me a fake ring.
Did you know it was Fugazi?
Yes.
yeah, the homie took me. He like, look, go over here. You know what I'm saying?
But you just wanted this stunt.
He wanted to lock me down. He's like, this girl's in Los Angeles, California. I brought her out here from Texas.
I
She
wanted to
can't
show
go
you
nowhere.
that I loved you.
So you should have gave me a promise ring.
So how did you find out it was fake?
He upgraded me in 2015, and he was like, this one was fake. I'm going to give you your real one now.
Oh, that's dope though.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like you was caught out
never
there.
knew.
You would have never knew.
It's not like I want to check, like, hey, get in the praise.
Some girls do.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
you
yeah.
a real one for that because you never check.
Welcome to the Daily Cannon. It's going all the way up. It's an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to be in the presence of Black love on the boss level. I mean, it's really impressive what these two individuals have built together and individually. We got some entrepreneurs like myself. They're business people as well as entertainers. The one and only Heather Sanders and T-Rell.
Yeah.
What up?
Hey, hi.
Yo, y'all good?
What an intro. That
I
was
know.
amazing.
It's real though, because I've been watching y'all independently from afar, and then like I was like, oh, I don't think I knew that y'all was together. Like, and
Yeah.
and then I started following the movement. I was like, oh, this is dope.
Oh, because she don't post me.
Oh,
I didn't know
please.
that's not true though. She do post
Oh.
you. When y'all do stuff together, like y'all got the post, but I mean, we're gonna get into all of that.
Oh, okay.
But let's get to the like, how did this come together? Like 15 years, right?
15 years.
15 years.
That's crazy. We met on Twitter.
Really?
We met on Twitter. I slid in the DMs.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, look at me. He's saying really like, come on.
No, but I'm just saying, like, first of all, Black people being together for 15 years and meeting on Twitter that's surprising.
Yeah.
And then even it speaks to the generation of like, yo, this is how, like-minded individuals meet. But then for the woman to slide into the DM, I mean,
Yeah, she was thirsty.
I was thirsty.
Thirsty.
It's okay.
But then, I mean, I found love, man.
yeah.
Got one of the thirsty ones.
And y'all seem to like genuinely really like and love each other. Like y'all got great chemistry. Y'all rock together. Y'all got kids.
We got 3 kids.
And that usually
4.
4 kids.
is the time where relationships are tested the most.
Yeah.
Through
Everybody
the kids
breaks up after they have a kid.
yeah.
So weird.
And so, I mean, what's the staying power? How y'all do it?
I mean, well, having a kid brought us closer together because, I had a kid before her.
Right.
You know what I mean? So and then I was with her young.
Right.
And she didn't understand really like the parenting thing and like the co-parenting thing.
Mm.
And I didn't really want to bring her in there. So that was kind of like, that was crazy in itself though, teaching her how to do that. And then I didn't even want to like kind of like force it on her. But she was looking at me parenting and stuff like that, how close I was with my baby and shit like that. So
That's dope.
once she had a baby, then she felt like, oh, okay, this is why. You know what I mean? Like, and then I was helping her through it, and, and it brought us close together, man. Just, really staying true together. But I don't know. I mean, what you think?
How we stay together after all these
After
damn kids.
Yeah.
After all these years, we still together.
The first one was really good. I mean, because Zoe was just, I don't know, it was perfect birth. She was beautiful. It was just like, this my baby, you know what I'm saying? We had a baby, made everybody else have kids.
I don't know. I feel like it's all we did.
Yeah.
That's good though. We're leading by example. I feel like it's always the man that just like either they see you have a baby or something changes in a man's head after you have a baby, but he never switched up on me. And I went through so many body changes, postpartum depression, like so much stuff, and he never gave up on me. So I give all the credit to T-Rell for sure.
I mean, but the first kid was cool, but then we go into the second and third.
It gets tricky.
That's where it started going crazy, and that's where the real bond, I felt like, and she just really knew, like, I messed with her, because that second kid, which was my son, it was stupid traumatizing. So a lot of people don't know I got a brachial plexus injury, like my right arm is paralyzed, You know what I mean? So I walk through here like I'm super normal.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know if I don't shake your hand. Some niggas take it the wrong way. Some people don't. You know what I mean?
You carry it well though. Like,
yeah. I gotta carry the confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I gotta have confidence in myself. So you know what I mean? When I walk out, so no niggas don't feel sorry for me.
Right.
Shit. But my second son, he comes out. We not knowing he 10 pounds, right?
Oh,
so we
wow.
finna have him. She finna have him vaginally. But he 10 pounds and he and his head is stuck.
All right.
So his head's stuck. The doctor get nervous. I'm over there. I'm finna get nervous, but I'm looking at him. I'm coaching him with him like, nigga, we finna get this nigga up out of here. So he cut her. I see her cut.
Oh.
He cut the thing. I'm
Right.
like, ooh, damn, you finna be toe up. But he cut her. He pulled him out or whatever. It was a struggle. He wasn't breathing. It was all that old shit, the umbilical cord around him and all that. He purple and all that. Cut him. And then he take him to the table. I seen 100 motherfuckers over there getting him right.
Yeah.
And then finally he do I'm like, oh, he good.
Yeah.
Boom. Then I go over there and test him out, look at him, you know what I mean? Do my little daddy due diligence. And I seen his arm wasn't working and how he was moving and shit like that. And I was like, damn, but I had did so much research on it. So the brachial plexus injury, you could have it at birth, or you could have a stretched nerve, or severed nerve.
Because they were trying to yank him out. So they were yanking him by his shoulders. So moral of the story is they both shared the same, injury.
Yeah.
But it's not, he was like, oh my God, I gave it to my son. I'm like, no.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like genetics.
No, I didn't. I knew. Like,
But
But
it's
it's
just
just something
crazy.
spiritually.
yeah,
Because
it
that's
was
the
a
same
connection.
thing.
It was a connection, but it still fucked me up.
Yeah,
though.
I experienced that too,
Yeah.
having lupus, and then like even though lupus is not hereditary in that sense, like you can't pass it on to your kids. Every time I had a kid, I was always wondering, and I think everybody goes through that, regardless if you have something or not. That's probably the most vulnerable space you're in because everybody wants a healthy baby with 10 toes and 10 fingers, and you're doing the research. You're thinking like, oh my God, what could happen, what can't happen, and I mean, for y'all to have each other is pretty dope.
Yeah. So he never switched up on me after seeing all that.
Yeah, because I did see that, and then after that, her face started falling.
Oh yeah.
So she was so stressed out.
Yeah.
And then what's that shit called?
Bell's palsy.
Oh my God! So she in this motherfucker like this.
I was
So
torn.
she holding the baby and she doing this. I'm like, oh, she fucked up. So I'm like, oh no.
No, that's
So
hilarious.
you had to get it through that. Oh, what podcast were we on? Horrible Decision? Oh, and Mandy and them, they was like, but okay.
You
she
had the
fucked
Bell's
up.
palsy on Horrible Decisions?
No.
Oh.
Now, we were talking about it, but they brought up one thing that was like, okay, but you still had the, was you fucking still?
Of course.
Yeah, we were.
He said, would you hit? I said, she looked at me like this.
I feel like because we were really friends before we like actually made it official. We were friends for like a year and a half, and we were always on the phone, and we were like hanging out. And I feel like that is needed. You have to be friends.
Yeah, I want to rewind and go back further because it's still interesting that you hollered at him. I mean, being a high value woman. Not that you, my nigga. It's not that it's who you are, but nigga T-Rell looking at me like, why is so fucking interesting? No, but I'm saying because normally, especially men holler at women, especially high value women. But for you, like, what was it in that process what you were looking for? Was it because of who he was? Was it his humor? Was it his perspective? And why go the Twitter route?
Don't lie.
Well, because he was like hanging out with a cool group of people, and we had like mutual friends, and I was
Elaborate. I was with Young Money around that time. I was on tour with Lil Wayne, and I was Tiger's like right hand man at that time. So, it was a bunch of, girls or whatever, like DMing here and there, just trying to be around or be on the bus, see what we doing or whatever the case may be. And she said, okay, I found one. Let me see what he's talking about.
This is my entry into Young Money.
But I was already hanging out, though.
Yeah, she was.
Like, I was already around, and then I was like, okay, he's kind of cute. Let me shoot my shot at him, because I wasn't talking to nobody at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. let's see what he's about. And then he bit, and I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna stick with him. And we just had a good time. No, we just clicked though. Like the
and
first
both of y'all LA natives, or
no, I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Okay, yeah.
Well, she LA native now.
Now,
yeah. I've been here for 15 years. So I moved here when I was 19. He was like, you gotta come out here. You just gotta move out here. There's nothing in Texas for you. And I'm like, all right, I'll go out there. Moved out there, moved in the house with him and Tyga.
Yeah.
And we got kicked out. Big, nice mansion. I was like, oh, I made it. Yes, I'm in here. And then got kicked out like 2 weeks later. We were on the side of the road, literally on the side of the road. And we didn't have anywhere to go.
Man, it was a movie out here still.
We were going to video shoots with Chris Brown. We were going to tour. We were flying here, flying there. So it's like you didn't know that we didn't have a house.
Wow.
And we were living in extended stay right across from Taft High School on Ventura. We lived there for like 3 months. And then one day I decided to start my own business. I was like, I have to do something. Everybody
so you were the one that got the entrepreneur bug first?
Yeah.
In this space? Yeah.
He was already working with
He
Tiger.
was on his artistry.
Yeah, he already had that.
Vibe.
I'm like, I need something to do because I don't have nothing to do. I'm just around y'all all day. What do I do? And I was like, well, I'm going to sell clothes. And at the time, my friends had like clothing lines and stuff. I was like, I'm just going to have a store that like I can sell everything in. And I Googled it. I'm like, what's a store that you can sell different brands in? It was called a boutique. So I started my brand, Sorella Boutique. And then I started a streetwear brand within that called Girls Tour. And we took off in like 2015. Yeah. I had a store on Melrose for like 8-9 years. And we built that together. He gave me $5,000 to start, built a website, went and bought product, got my friends to shoot, model, and just posted every day on Instagram, literally, and then it just blew up.
That's crazy. I mean, like, that's literally Black love at its finest, like helping each other and really just sticking with each other through the good times and the bad times. And what's really impressive now is, and I would love to hear more about it, is that you guys independently have your own platforms and empires that you're building, but still collectively can rock together. How did the space of being creators and, you know, influencers per se come about?
I don't know. It just came about.
Because y'all both are so dope at it. Like, it's like you would think like y'all had like media training and classes and how to build your platforms and all of that stuff, because it's organic to how you are. You guys always shine on podcasts. You have your own platforms. Like, you would think that this was by design, but it sounded like y'all stumbled upon it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. It's organic. It's real organic. But I'm gonna tell you, we wasn't even really on YouTube and doing none of that shit together as far as like creating content. Yeah. And then one day I seen this nigga come, you know what I'm saying, ride down my street. You feel me? And I'm like, who the fuck is this? He was black. It was a lot of white people over there. Right. You know what I mean? So I went over there, the nosy neighbor, and I'm walking through. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? And it happened to be like Austin McBroom or whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm like, okay, they doing it up. Like, who is this? So I asked her, and she's like looking him up. She's like, oh, that's Catherine. So we knew Catherine, his baby mom. We knew her before we knew Austin. I'm like, oh. So we started looking them up. I'm like, oh, they do YouTube. Yeah. Oh, they have a family YouTube. I'm like, oh, we could try to do some shit like this, you know what I mean? Like with my kids or whatever the case may be. So I'm just studying them a little bit. Yeah. And then we just picked up a camera and then we just started doing it, you know what I'm saying? Just start getting used to it. But before that, she was already on her influencer thing by herself, taking flicks and doing that for Sorella or whatever, you know what I mean? And just building a buzz that way. But yeah, I think most importantly, I got it, you know what I'm saying, looking at them. Yeah. And then we got real used to it on camera. Yeah. And then it just started building from there. I just took it and just tried to make my own way and my own path, you know what I'm saying, with it.
When did you feel that, like, okay, we've arrived, we got it. People, like, we got a fan base, people rocking with us, and we can make a living off of this?
I still haven't though, really.
Man, come on.
I still haven't really. I really know, I still feel like I haven't reached, you know, that pinnacle. I haven't reached it yet to where it's like I'm really solidified in this shit. You feel? I don't know. It's still that hunger there. Yeah. Right now, I feel like with the what I'm doing now with Back On Figg and stuff like that, like it has a lot of notoriety right now. The people are like gravitating to us, especially from where I'm from. And then, of course, I'm going to bring her along with me. So it's just like, oh, yeah, it's lit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now she got her own YouTube page. And now she doing her own show. Now I'm on her page and it's vice versa. And then we got our family page. But I haven't really felt like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I made it yet. You know what I mean?
But what feels,
why.
I don't know, because what feels really authentic and dope is that you're true to yourselves. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like, even with Back On Figg, it's like, yo, that's some real shit. Like, the fact that y'all don't, if you thought about creators or YouTubers or even podcasters, y'all don't feel like the normal versions of that. You feel like, oh, these are some regular niggas that can do, you know what I mean? And I think that's the thing that's super attractive probably for the audience.
And you know what? I think that's why it's taken us a little longer to be like, oh, we're so successful, because we're around all these viral YouTube families and couples.
The ones that's making millions a month.
Exactly. Like the party that I met you at. Like, we're around it, but we don't feel like we're truly that, because we're not, I hate to call them corny or whatever, but we're just like, we're not going to do this fake prank, or we're not going to do this corny little trend or whatever. We're going to do what we like, what is true to us, authentic to us, and it might not be what YouTube wants or whatever, brands want or whatever. And I feel like that's kind of where we're like, we're kind of like stuck there, because we got signed to a YouTube agency, and she was like, you guys are never going to be the Ace family. She was like, you guys are too
black, too hood.
She used a word, and I was like, basically, we too ghetto. Like, basically, that is what it was.
She called us raunchy.
Raunchy, yeah.
In a meeting.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm like, raunchy?
Bitch, I'm suing.
But I just feel like we're true to ourselves. We're cool. We're just like, you know.
But I think that's the thing. Like, you guys are a family that's like, oh, they're relatable. Like, they don't, sometimes, at least for me, like, my kids love watching a lot of that YouTube stuff, but it's like, it's too shiny and too loud for me at times. But like, I can sit back and watch, I'm like, oh, they hilarious. They rock. And then even based off of your individual podcast, and even when y'all come together, you guys have your own personality. It doesn't seem contrived.
Yeah.
So, because we got to get into it too. Like, how do you keep the fucking relationship like going with all the fucking noise? Because I deal with this shit all the time. Like, my comments get me in trouble more than I wish I could turn all them motherfuckers off, because it's usually somebody in the comments saying something, starting something, and you don't know if it's a Finster account or somebody trolling or you know what it is, but like then shit that's not even real can generate conversation into your real life, and you got like, yo, that's the internet, that ain't us. So y'all gotta have a secret to the sauce of how y'all turn all of that shit off.
Shit, God.
Yeah.
Nigga, because how else? And then, those people in the comments they will create a narrative. They will start a little fire. I think, she be in the house like, well, nigga.
Because I let it get to me, I do.
But one thing that's real big is the not being married thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That
Trust
thing
me,
is
I
like,
get that all the time.
Oh my God, you're not married. You been with him so long, blah, 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 blah. You're like, you supposed to be married, this and that and the other. Like, when I start thinking about it, I'm like, well, shit, I want to do it, but time is just going.
Y'all
you know
building.
What I mean? Like,
y'all
time going. We having kids. Shit, I forgot about the shit. Like, I gave her the ring. Nigga, we start forgetting about the shit. You know what I mean? Like, huh?
Lick your lips. They're fucking ashy. Please let me give you some pics. I can't
We got
continue.
the wide lens. We ain't gonna do no closing. Get your man right.
Get some of this.
I hope this shit ain't burgundy on my shit.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be better than that.
All right, well, Heather, even hearing them talk about that, and just my perspective, I do believe, especially the ceremony and the wedding, women appreciate it a lot more. He said, y'all forgot. You like, nigga, I ain't forgot. like is in building y'all empire and family, like how important is that? And then when you see it in the comments, how much does it get to you?
It's gotten to me a lot this past year than it ever has. Because like we said, we've just been like building ever since we met. We've just been hustling on the grind, working, like we bought a house, we're trying to renovate it. It's just something always where it's like, it's not the time. But now people are like, girl, you've been together so long, you have 3 kids, like make him commit. But I'm like, he's committed, we're committed. It's just not stamped. And I feel like it's
not
partly
society's stamp.
Yeah. I feel like it's half my fault because I want it to be picture perfect wedding.
80% your fault.
He's like, you gotta plan it, you gotta do all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I need the funds. I just want you to know.
See, now it's I need the funds excuse. First of all, look, I give her the ring. I ain't no regular nigga though. You feel me? Like I give her the ring, I help her do everything. She get dressed, hair ideas, what's up, makeup. I'm here. I'm taking flicks of you, boom, boom. We go on vacation. I'm gonna make sure you get your content. I'm different. You feel me? So she want me to help all the way with the wedding. So now I gotta go back into my, lazy nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? All what actual guys do.
Especially when planning weddings.
Yeah, like
you get that to the
planning
woman.
a wedding. Like, I was like, hold on. I was like, ain't nothing.
You imagine a gangster nigga planning a wedding?
Like,
we gonna have all the homies from the set over there, and then we gonna have
everybody gonna have on blue over there. She gotta do that. So she really never took those steps. I guess she was waiting on me. I'm waiting on her. I ain't been familiar with no wedding. She ain't never been familiar with how this shit goes. So
well, he asked me to marry him when I was like 20 years old. I don't know what to do. I'm like, what? I just moved out here.
But you got older.
So he gave me a fake ring, and I didn't know at the time that it was fake. And I'm like, oh wow, shit. He got money.
Well, we can't just glaze past that.
I mean,
he gave me a fake ring.
Did you know it was fugazi?
Yes.
Yeah, the homie took me. He like, look, go over here. You know what I'm saying?
But you just wanted to stunt.
He wanted to lock me down. He's like, this girl's in Los Angeles, California. I brought her out here from Texas. She can't go nowhere.
I loved you.
So you should have gave me a promise ring.
So how did you find out it was fake?
He upgraded me in 2015, and he was like, this one was fake. I'm going to give you your real one now.
Oh, that's dope, though. Yeah. So it wasn't like you was caught out there. You would have never knew.
It's not like I'm going to check like, hey, get in the praise.
Some girls do.
Yeah,
I mean, you a real one for that because you never check.
And the fact that he upgraded you in a real way when y'all got more successful, like that. Again, that's part of the story. That's part of the journey. That's hella dope.
Yeah. He is. He's tight. So I know when we finally get married, I just want it to be right, and I want to have the funds that I need, just making sure the funds.
She keeps talking about the funds.
You guys are creators. If you know how many people gonna pay for y'all wedding and all of that stuff, like
I know.
That is right there.
I gotta start reaching out.
Yeah, Nick coming.
I'm there. The Ghetto Fabulous Wedding. Just coin that shit right now.
Man, it's going. I need Lil Boosie at my shit too.
Because he just turned up on somebody.
Yeah, I need him to come to mine. We were saying that a lot of people was tagging us, and I was like, that's one thing I want at my wedding. I need Lil Boosie to perform, and everybody tagging us, and they're like, damn, he did it before y'all.
Nah, y'all gotta have the Back On Figg wedding.
Come through, homie.
Yeah, the Back On Figg wedding would be crazy.
We need to.
Yeah, that's easy.
That's an easy call. Yeah. Now, going to Back On Figg, I mean, the success of that and how it's continuing to rise. Man. Where'd the concept come from, and then how'd you put it all together?
The concept actually came from her.
Really?
You know what I mean?
So y'all just be feeding into each other's dreams.
I was working for No Jumper at the time, and then the homies started branching off and doing their thing.
Yeah,
it was like AD and Pun. So they like, make sure you got your own thing. Make sure you do it, T-Rell. I know you can do it. Boom,
facts,
boom, boom.
Facts.
And they was just pressing me, and I'm just taking my time, lollygagging and shit. And I'm like, I just need a name. Let me move correct, bro. I need a name. And I kept coming across some shit, and she gave me like 4 or 5 names. And, she listened to music a lot, so she just went to Schoolboy Q shit with my homies.
Yeah.
And just listening to his music, and she wrote down something. She was like, "Yeah, Back On Figg." And I'm like, "Yeah, all right, whatever." So I'm looking it had to like sit with me, and I'm looking, I'm like, Back On Figg. I'm like, yeah, like I'm coming to Back On Figg, but like I'm a new nigga now. It's like new, right? But it's still Figg, and that's where I'm from. She was like, yeah. I was like, all right, for sure. I'm gonna just go with that. You know what I mean? But yeah, she got it from that. It's the influence from my peoples, my homies.
Nah, that's
dope.
What
I mean? And and then it just turned into that.
And I'm just like, you can do this by yourself. You don't gotta be working for nobody. You could do this on your own. What? We don't work for nobody. Like we do this. We really do it.
Yeah.
So the name was just,
the
icing on the cake, but you had to actually sit down and actually do it, because I'm like, yeah, you can do it, do this. But you got to sit down in front of that camera and you got to do it. And I feel like that was the hardest part. But it made you believe in yourself, and it made you have consistency, because he was never consistent in anything. I'm the consistent queen. And he was there every however many days you stream, 2 days. Mm-hmm. And he was building confidence within himself. And I feel like people could tell that on camera.
Yeah, I want to talk about that journey too, though, because I mean, it's dope to have your queen next to you, but like everybody has a great idea to start a podcast, a platform, streaming, all of that type of stuff, and niggas just don't know how to do it, because it's really a science to it. And then to Heather's point, it's kind of like you got to be built for it. You know what I mean? You can't be lazy. You can't have a soft shell and thin skin. Like, you gotta really be built for it. And then the fact that I think the key to it, or where you really see people successful, is that you gotta have something different. You gotta have that creative spark. And you have all of those things, but I wanna know, how did it come about? Because even like the way Back On Figg look with the liquor store and all that shit, like, where did all of that come from? And what was the process from day one? You got the name, then what happened?
I got the name, but it still had, like you said, the consistency. I had to build that because I'm a super procrastinator. So I had to get in front of that camera and make sure I showed up 2 times a week, and I locked that in.
Why 2 times a week? Is that the
because
average?
I was just working around that time.
Yeah.
And that was my only times I could really get that in there.
And you had the facility and everything, or?
We were doing it at our house first.
Yeah,
okay.
The homie had a little house and a little computer or whatever the case may be. And he was like, you could do it here. Because I'm a procrastinator. I would never bought the equipment, nothing. I would just be like, oh, no, I need these cameras, whatever. It took me a year.
Yeah.
But he like, nah, then you going to start right here. I got the camera, boom, boom. But that space didn't feel like me. You know what I'm saying? And again, like, we creators, too, the influence, I could do whatever. You know what I mean? So it didn't feel like me. So when I got my own space, I just made it feel like me. And then there she go again. I went to my house. And then, we made it feel like home, where I'm from, something that represented me, which was the colors and everything around it. You know what I mean? That was in my house the first time. And then I moved out my home because it was just too many niggas coming to my house.
Facts.
It's like, I invite one nigga to come to the podcast. He bringing 18 homies. We all packed in a room in my house. My kids upstairs. I'm like, hell no.
Right.
So then I got a facility, and then that's where the market theme come from, which he helped me with too. You know what I mean? And then shout out to my homie Chewy too. I, put it on paper. Let me see how it would look. But the liquor store theme and still the orange color, nice couches and stuff like that.
Tell them where the liquor store comes from.
Well, the liquor store, it's a lot of liquor stores that we have in the neighborhood. You feel me?
Facts.
Which is Young's Market. You feel me? And then we got one on Slauson, but Coco's is one that's in there. That Schoolboy Q shoot his videos at. My boy Smack, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Smack, Floyd, everybody that's on 51st. That's their liquor stores right on the corner. So I wanted to make sure, when the homies come in, they know.
They feel at home.
Yeah, they feel at home. And that's one of the liquor stores I wanted to put on the wall and stuff like that. But yeah, I basically had to make that shit feel like us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It had to represent us.
And it feels that way. And you guys literally have crafted a niche into the game of like, yo, this is, if you really, especially on the West Coast, like if you really in the scene and you know what's on, you gotta be popping with Back On Figg in a real way. And ultimately for the both of y'all, what's the goal?
For me, now that I'm in the space, like I said, I haven't feel like I'm really solidified my name on the West Coast, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like if I was to be gone today, would niggas remember me? You know what I mean? So I gotta stamp my name. I gotta be #1, if not, one of the best out here. Yeah. So like that's the goal for me, like to keep on going and digging in, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the goal for me, man, to be #1 and to be solidified in here. And I know we just started Power 106. Shout out to AD Pun, Heather. Yeah. And a lot of people was asking me why we did that too. And I was just like, because we grew up listening to radio. That's it's just household names like, Big Boy and stuff like that. I want to stamp my name in this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have to. Like, I've been doing this shit for too long.
Nah,
you
that's
gonna
what's
know
up.
who T-Rell is for sure.
Nah, that's what's up. And then Heather, I mean, you seem like you got the same ambitions, but you know, from a different perspective.
Yeah, I would say my goal is just to inspire any young women or any women of any age, just to be authentic to yourself, do what you truly love, just represent like a positive Black family. We don't have any like smut on our names. We don't have any cheating scandals. We have just like a happy Black family, and I don't feel like it's highlighted enough. So that is just my goal.
That's interesting too. I mean, because you travel in the upper echelon circles. You got friends that, like we talked about earlier, that are popping in this space. And you guys are authentic to who you are, and if in your message you want to just represent the Black family. Do those people understand that? Are they really? Or do they tell you, girl, let's go do this? Or we should do all type of other type of stuff? Because even some of your girls are very single.
Yeah. I rock with both. Yeah.
And I mean, does that ever put you in a scenario to where like, yo, I'm a mom, I got my family, but I'm still trying to get to this bag?
No, I don't think so. I feel like I do I have a good way of just being able to blend with everybody, my single friends, my family friends. And I try not to get caught up in any of the...
Because I've seen y'all on different podcasts and stuff like that. Y'all talk like we talk. We even here in the Daily Cannon, we be talking shit. But, I mean, your values clearly are a little bit different than everybody else's. You know what I mean? Like how do you not judge your friends with the OnlyFans pages? Do you not? Like that's what but that's what I'm saying. Like you both of y'all. I mean, like you rock with real niggas.
Well, she do though. She got girls from the OnlyFans to the, you know, girls who just want to go to the damn bar. Girls who are just like super ultra famous. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, damn, dude, that's your friend?
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all travel in so many different circles that y'all rooted foundation as a family and as parents. That has to, I mean, I struggle with it. So I know, like, I'm at, you know, literally yesterday, I'm at church with the pastor, you know, everything's godly, and then an hour later, I'm with Chief Keef and Neon, like, smoking a blunt. Like, what the fuck? How did I, there has to be some kind of balance going on.
At that point, it's just a blessing then, you know what I mean? Then they can connect with you.
I do say you have to surround yourself with people that like, or circles that you want to be in. I truly do believe that. But I do have so many friends from different points in life, and they might not be on the same point where I'm at in life, and that's okay. I'm not going to judge. Like, I'll still take my friend's OnlyFans pictures for her if she wants me to. Like, you know, like, I'll come over there, girl, take your photos. Like, I don't care. I'll go to church with my friends. I'll go to the bar with her. I'll go do, you know, a little family event with one of my friends. And I just make sure that what I have going on and my way of thinking, I don't let my friends or anything change that. I know what I want in life, and I just stick to that. And I feel like a lot of my friends look up to me, and that they'll come to me for advice, whether it's my friend that does OnlyFans, whether it's my friend that messes with ball player, whether it's my friend that's married.
Right.
You know, and they'll come to me and for advice, and I feel like I can give them all like really good advice.
I feel like you have a lot of friends like that because they connect with you on the family level.
They inspire, like you said, you inspire them, and they aspire to have what you guys got.
Yeah.
And that's super dope. So that brings us into, you know, our final segment, because you guys have an admirable life together and individually. So we got a segment called Life Lessons. Now this shit is kind of like Mad Libs. It's real easy. We can put like 60 seconds on the clock. Just fill in the blank. First thing that comes to your mind. Don't think too hard on this shit. And we're going to run it down. 60 seconds on the clock. This is Life Lessons with T-Rell and Heather Sanders. I'm my best when I'm
happy.
When I got money in my pocket.
I learned to never
tell people's business.
Oh, I don't know, girl.
You learn to never
cuss you out in front of everybody.
I always regret not
doing this shit sooner.
Same.
My favorite quote is,
Treat people how you want to be treated.
It's gonna have to be one of Kanye quotes, but I might get canceled.
he still got some good shit.
Yeah, he got some good shit. I can't remember right off the top of my head.
My worst quality is,
I'm an overthinker.
I'm a procrastinator.
I wish the OGs would have told me.
To stay out the streets and make sure that family is the ending goal.
Wow.
That's a good one. I don't know.
You wish the OGs would, your OGs would have told you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do OnlyFans, girl.
I always keep a blank on me.
Lip gloss.
Yeah, I see you got your man right.
I keep a knife on me.
Yeah.
Wow.
When I'm alone, I often
Jack off.
I was like gonna say the same thing. That's sad.
This nigga ain't funny.
It's the truth. It's what we got. Heather, when you
When I'm alone, sleep.
I'll go into this one too for the both of y'all. I'm my sexiest when I
Am I sexy is when I am skinny.
is when what?
I'm skinny.
Oh.
Or feel skinny.
I ain't sexy.
But when you feel sexy.
I'm a little ugly, like Gorilla said.
That's
I
the
get
thing.
my
Like
hair
medium ugly niggas is in right now.
Yeah.
When I get my hair cut, I'm feeling fly.
I'm about to say that's what we feel
Yeah.
fly as men. Which one I got? Oh, blank helps me stay strong.
God.
Same.
All right.
Faith.
Let me see. What's that? Oh yeah, I can't ask y'all that.
You can ask us anything.
Yeah, what was that?
I mean, that was just something about your ex. I don't want to start no. I'm good.
Start it.
Finally and lastly, the world needs more.
Love and appreciation.
Real niggas.
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the Daily Canon with Heather Sanders and T-Rell. Let's get it.